Implementation overview for a simple spelling intervention. How do we set up the evaluation? The evaluation uses class-level randomization. So this just means identifying two similar Key Stage 2 classes in the same year group. You will then use the trial wizard to enter the class names and the number of students in each class. This will then allocate them into an intervention or control. Both groups will complete the pre-assessment test, which is a spelling test. The intervention group uses the spelling strategy for the next 5 weeks. The control class continues as normal. And then both groups complete the spelling test. Once the post-test has been done, the control class can then access the intervention. So the intervention is the look, say, cover, write, check spelling strategy. And it focuses in this particular trial on specific year groups in Key Stage 2, years 3 to 5. The intervention is delivered by a teacher and can be set as homework, and each session will take approximately 10 minutes. So let's have one more quick look at the strategy. So the look, say, cover, write, check is a method for learning spelling where children study a word, say the word aloud clearly, paying attention to the spelling, cover it up with a piece of paper or by their hand. A sheet with a fold down makes it easier, so we include a template in the resource folder. Write the spelling next to the original word, check their version to see if they've got it right, then finally write the correct spelling again if this is necessary. This version of the strategy emphasizes reading and saying the word out aloud to help connect the written and spoken word. How to select the spellings. The DfE National Curriculum includes guidance on pages 59 to 72 on the expected spellings for years 3 to 5. So please use this to create a spelling list of 40 words that will be used for the intervention. Each week, the learners will practice 10 new spellings using the look, say, cover, write, check. And then in the final week, there'll be a consolidation to review all the spellings. Resources. So we have a resource folder where we've included the template and also a track and spreadsheet. So the track and spreadsheet is used because we don't have pupil data on our platform. It uses an anonymous ID so that you can use this track and spreadsheet to link that to a student name in each class. And on the spreadsheet, you'll see a sheet for the intervention and then another sheet for the control. So just a few key considerations. So time, is there a suitable time in the day for the delivery of this in your school? Reminders, if it's set for homework, can reminders be used if these are needed? Resources, just make sure you print off the templates in advance of the sessions. And then can you maybe possibly link this to a reward for the efforts? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to start. So moving on to the assessment. The outcome measure is attainment as defined by a pre and post spelling test. So the assessment is marked out of 20 and it's the same for both the pre and the post. So to create the assessment, what you need to do is from the 40 words, select 20 of these, which will then be the pre-assessment, and then use the same words for the post-assessment. As both the control and the intervention groups receive the same assessment, familiarity with this will not bias the effect size. So some final guidance on the assessment. Complete this under test conditions. Allow approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Provide an example of the word in a sentence for each spelling. And then make sure you record your pre and post assessment scores on a track and spreadsheet and then input these onto the trial wizard at the appropriate steps. So next, if you can download the protocol and then download your resource folder, and then when you're ready, start the trial wizard.